All right, y'all, welcome back. It's your boy A Sly. You already know what time it is today. I'm gonna be talking about a guide to understand your shorty. Let's get into it.
I wanna fuck up a check. I gotta get it correct. I gotta put in the work and get me a bag and flex on the weekend.
So this guide is gonna be a 3-step guide. Just keep it simple for y'all, all right? So the first step you need to take to understand your girlfriend is to talk about her past. Reason why you gotta talk about her past is because two tools, if you're starting to date in your 20s and things, bro, you missed out on quite some time. You know what I'm saying? Missed out on quite some time of her life. Therefore, you need to catch up. So you need to ask her about her past relationships. That's rule number one. Because if you ask her about her past relationships, you could see, okay, so maybe she's been cheated on one time, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she was in a long-term relationship before and it ended for some next type of way, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it's gonna help y'all understand her mindset coming into this relationship. All the experiences that she had from her past relationships are about to come into this one, and two tools, you kind of understand why she might be tripping about some things. For a perfect example, if she was cheated on in her last relationship when her man used to go out and party all the time with his homies, then she's probably not going to feel as comfortable with you going out and partying with your homies. You know what I'm saying? So some mans will take it as like, hey, yo, like you're saying you don't trust me. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to hold me down. You're not letting me go outside, do this and that. When overall, what you could actually do is be like, oh shit. Okay, so in your past relationship, you know what I'm saying? This is what happened to you. And two tools to make you understand that that's not going to happen with me. I'll take you out with my guys and I'll show you that my homies are like good people and they would ensure that I would never cheat. You know what I'm saying? Do little things that her past man wouldn't do because she gave you this information, and you would see the holes of the past guy kind of not loving her, not what is the word? Not god dang. Not basically she was unable to trust him, right? So you kind of have to just give her reasons to be like, hey yo, I'm not like this guy. I actually act like this, so this is why you could trust me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loyal homie. I'm black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? But basically you just gotta, if you understand her past, it can make it way simpler going on to understand why she acts a certain way in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? And overall, you could even tell her like, hey, yo, this is a whole new relationship now. Like, you don't have to worry about those past ones. You have to have a clear mind and come into this relationship accepting me for me and understanding that I am not like your past mans. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. But also understanding like her past childhood traumas. Maybe she was bullied as a kid, so maybe she has a little bit of some confidence issues or confidence issues with meeting new people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe her parents always favored one sibling, so then she has this thing that's like no one actually sees her accomplishments. So then even you just hearing this, you would understand like, okay, well then I'm gonna make sure that when you do have accomplishments, like I'm actually big you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually gonna make sure that you know that I'm proud of you. And then that could be a type of form of love that she was never given before in her past relationships and with her family. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the past is very helpful, y'all. You need to make sure, catch up, really try to understand who she is today, from her past, and just see if there's any areas that is kind of glowing in your relationship where her past is affecting her today, and just kind of bring that up with her, conversate about it with her, and hopefully, if you love her a lot, you will help her make the change and help her feel more comfortable into reaching her full potential. Because sometimes it just takes one person, you know what I'm saying, to believe in you and notice your faults and be like, it's okay, I'm here to help you change it, and I'm here to help you believe basically in humanity again. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got done dirty by a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not like your parents, not like those friends, I'm not like your past mans. Like, I'm here to love you and always big you up and always make you feel great. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to the mans. It means a lot to them. So if you really care about your shorty, ensure that you're always congratulating her, always helping her with her past traumas and stuff. Just any love that she is missing in her life, just kind of try to give that out to her. All right? Now on to the next tip. So the next tip, you have to understand her parents. The reason why you have to understand her parents, not really even understand them, just meet them, you know what I'm saying? Conversate with them. And when you meet them, really analyze them. The reason why is because most people, whether you like it or not, you have a lot of traits from your parents. And usually it's kind of hard to notice if you've been living in a house with them, you know what I'm saying? But then when an outsider comes in and they've already been with you for like, 3 to 6 months and they're analyzing your parents, you can start to see the comparisons between y'all, you know what I'm saying? The similarities, you know? So two twos, if when you do meet her parents, actually strike up a conversation with them about anything, whatever their interest is, just talk to them, you know what I'm saying? Talk to them about your shorty when she was a kid and things like that, and talk to them about their life, like their life growing up, anything that you can that they'll give you, you know what I'm saying? And then even when you're not talking to them, just sit back and analyze them. Just see how they act. You know what I'm saying? Maybe let's say your girl loves to go shopping all the time and you never really understood why she loves shopping. But then you go and you meet the parents and you figure out that her mom does the same thing. She always goes out and goes shopping. And maybe you can even see it deeper than that. You can see that her dad isn't really giving her not really giving the mom a lot of love that, you know what I mean, she really needs. Anytime the mom's mad, she's always outside shopping. Anytime she's trying to get away from her problems, it always ends with her shopping. And then you look at your shorty and you're like, dang, you actually do the same thing. And she may not even know that. So if you could bring that up to her and be like, is this the case with you? Bring up the similarities. Then you could probably nip that in the bud and be like, it's not okay to just hide your feelings by just shopping all the time like your parents do. You could actually talk it out with me and communicate it with me. And I'll actually ensure that you feel better at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why knowing the parents is super, super, super key. Super key to understanding your shorty. And another quick example would be a lot of times men, especially the older generation, a lot of times the men don't really let their women talk. You know what I'm saying? Like basically the man's word is the last word. You know what I'm saying? And for a girl that really is trying to feel more empowered, she might take on that trait to be like, okay, if I want to have power in a relationship, my word has to be the last word. So then if that's kind of prominent in your relationship, then you notice that the dad's doing that same thing, then you could bring that up to her and be like, hey, yo, it's the same thing that your dad does. But this is not okay because in a relationship, there needs to be two-way communication. We're on a team. You know what I'm saying? We both need to feel value. Your word should not be the last word. You should hear what I'm saying. I'll hear what you're saying. And we'll come down to a common understanding because it's love at the end of the day. We're just trying to be a team. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you understand the parents, y'all. All right, on to the last tip. Oh, God. All right, before this last tip, if you haven't already, leave a comment down in the subscription. I want you to comment ways that you have tried to understand your girl in your relationship, or girls. What are some ways that guys can actually help understand you guys better? What are some things that guys just aren't doing that you think if they do, then it can actually help them understand females a lot better? You know what I'm saying? And also subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get y'all back to love. And at the end of the day, I just want you guys to leave a notification bell for when I actually do post, because you don't want to be missing these, fam. These tips are going to help you with your life. It's good. And at the end of the day, you're going to get married, or you're going to be dating someone. It could be a common law relationship. I don't care what it is. You're going to be in a relationship with someone, and you're going to need to know these facts to have a happy life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your biggest problems to be marriage. Getting married should not be a scary thing. It's literally just two people bringing their lives together, and it works out if you just communicate and always know you're working on a team. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to get us back to love. But anyways, on to the last tip. So now the last tip is mandem. You gotta constantly observe your shorty. A lot of times girls are known for doing this. Girls are known for always eyeing their mans. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean eyeing them, like just noticing just little things they do. You know what I mean? Girls are very observant in that manner. You know? But you kind of need to do the exact same thing. I really need you to observe them. Because once you could constantly observe them and see their habits, then you could kind of bring it up to them. And there's kind of be really no argument about it. But it shouldn't even come up as an argument, it should come up as a question. Like, why do you do such and such? You know what I'm saying? Why is it every Saturday at 1 p.m. you clean up everything? You know what I'm saying? And you could learn to figure out a lot of their coping mechanisms. Like maybe she cleans up every day Saturday at 1 p.m. because she feels like if she doesn't clean up on that day, then her life is a mess. Feels like it feels like that does not have control of her life. So cleaning gives her that control that she has. You know what I'm saying? Because overall, some people could take things that their girls do as like, oh, you're kind of like dissing me. You know what I'm saying? Or you're doing this like, oh, you're cleaning up after me. I was going to clean that, but you're just cleaning up after me just to prove that, you know what I'm saying, that you are, that you're the cleaner one. You know what I'm saying? When honestly, they're not even really doing it for you. They're doing it for themselves. You know? That's kind of just like a vague example, but it's basically how they go. Like another form would be, why is it every time we argue, it's always right before we eat? You know what I'm saying? Like every time we argue, it's literally right before we eat. And then you can notice that, wait a minute, you're just cranky when you're hungry. Because after you eat, you're fine. You don't want to argue. You want to cuddle, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So now, before any big conversation, you're going to be like, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. Let's eat first. Let's get this food in us first. After we get this food in us, you're in the right headspace. Or after you clean, you're in the right headspace. You know, everyone does something to get them in the right headspace sometimes. And sometimes it's hard for them to communicate that, you know? So that's why you have to be constantly observing them. Just to see their tendencies, sees what makes them feel better, you know what I'm saying? See the things that they like, and it'll just help you just understand the person. You know, and this is just not even for girls, this is for people in general. If you ever had a new job and you have a boss, you observe them, you see the things that they like, and then you do those things, and then you're probably going to get promoted eventually, or you'll be their favorite employee, because they're like, dang, this guy does everything that I already want him to do without even telling him. You know what I'm saying? So overall, that's the best way to understand your girlfriend, just to constantly observe, and then this will help you with the communication. And also why this is the last step is because once you learn about her past, learn about her parents, you know what I'm saying? And kind of learn about the closest people around her, because with the past, you're going to learn about her friends, you're going to learn about her past relationships, right? Maybe siblings, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's already going to give you some pieces that you need. Then you're going to learn about her parents. That gives you even extra more pieces of all people that she was spending her time around, you know? And then it's easier to observe her, because then you could literally put all those pieces together and you'll actually understand why she is the way she is. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see all the pieces of people that have been in her life that is still transpiring, that she's still copying, you know what I'm saying? And then that helps you just have a foundation of who she is, and then gives you a foundation of how to communicate with her. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that was not too confusing for you. I hope that wasn't too confusing, but I promise you, do these steps to the best of your abilities, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to communicate with her. You're going to be able to understand her. And at the end of the day, you're going to love her 10 times more, because you'll actually love her for her. You know what I'm saying? And that will also help you know if you actually even want to stay with her as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do all this, and then a year in, you're like, you kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's really helpful. That's why you really have to be able to do your observations and learn about her, so you don't waste time. You know what I'm saying? So if you figure out she's not for you, then you could go on your merry way. All right, y'all. So A-Sly again. Let's get back to love. Hope you liked this video. Hope this video was helpful. I hope it wasn't too long for y'all, and God bless. And let's change the world. Join the community, and we're gonna get back to love together, y'all. Peace.
Wanna fuck up a check, I gotta get it correct. I gotta put in the work and get me a bag and flex on the weekend. I keep it